Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I want to talk about why I'm watching small-time creators on YouTube, which really boils down to three things, which is the fact that there's no sponsorships in most of these, also the fact that you get exposed to some new ideas and new experiences, and just the feeling that you get in supporting a smaller time creator on YouTube. So I want to go through all of these, and I'm out here doing a little bit of a walk because I'm moving out of my apartment, moving into a new house that I'm renting with my girlfriend. And so the studio's not fully set up yet. So I thought I'd just go for a little walk and talk about my thoughts on small-time creators and in kind of a vlog format instead of the normal studio space. So the first thing kind of boils down to the advertising component, the sponsorship component, which I think for me is like one of the big ones. You know, I don't like advertising, I don't like commercials, marketing, things like that. And so for the sponsorship component on YouTube, if you're someone like me who doesn't like that kind of stuff and you're paying for YouTube Premium, then it can be a little bit of an annoyance, you know? So for me, I pay for YouTube Premium. I'm not here to sponsor YouTube Premium, but I think when you spend a certain amount of time on a platform, it can be worth it to have some sort of ad-free experience. And for me, YouTube, I spend a ton of time on YouTube, and I listen to my music through YouTube Music. So for me, it just makes sense to have that be an ad-free experience. But sponsorships are not part of premium. And so you do still have creators who can put sponsorship into their content. And you know, not everyone's gonna be bothered by that, right? That's definitely something I'm bothered by, but not everyone will be. And I think for those of us who are annoyed with it, you know, it's like you used to have like 30-second sponsorships or a minute-long sponsorship, you know, quick in, quick out. So it was annoying, but it wasn't, you know, the worst thing in the world. But now, with sponsorships getting to be, you know, 2 minutes long, 3 minutes long, I've seen some go even longer than that. It's like, that's getting ridiculous in my opinion. You know, I think the other part of it is that you have so many sponsors who will try to make the content seem organic. So, you know, they're talking about some subject in the video, they'll try to like perfectly blend in that sponsorship so that you don't even know that they're talking about the sponsor instead of the content. And so it's like you're listening to the video and then you realize like, oh man, this isn't the video anymore, this is the sponsorship segment. It's like maybe someone's doing a video about privacy concerns online, and they start talking about, you know, even as a creator myself, I have to worry about my own privacy, and you know, I've been taking all these steps to look out for my privacy concerns. And one of those steps that I've been taking lately is I've been using NordVPN. And you're like, oh wait, they're not talking about the privacy concerns anymore, they're talking about NordVPN now, what the heck? So, you know, for me, again, I'm bothered by it, I'm aggroed by it. And, you know, a lot of times if the ad goes too long or they try to blend the content like that, I'll just turn off the video. Ooh, got some leaves coming right in. Perfect spot for my head to fit. So watching smaller creators means that you don't have to, in most cases, hear any advertising at all. You can just have true, pure content from start to finish in the video. Obviously, some of those content creators will go on to get bigger and potentially put sponsorship stuff in their content, but in the moment now that you're watching it, they're not. And I think that's a real benefit. And one of the reasons I've been seeking out those smaller creators. Now, another reason is that with a lot of these smaller creators, they're not locked in to the formula yet. They're not making videos for mass appeal yet. They're still figuring out how the YouTube system works and what kind of content they want to make and how they want to showcase things. Or they have a new idea. You know, they maybe are a younger creator or a newer creator, and so they have some new ideas about how to create and present that material. And so I think a lot of times you see something, not in every video, but you do see some things where you think, this is really interesting. This is being shown to me in a way that I've not seen it presented before. And when you stumble into those nuggets, it's like, ooh, that feels good. That feels like how YouTube used to be. And I like that. And I think that also kind of blends in with the final point here, which is that you make someone's day when you watch those smaller content creators. You know, the larger creators, of course, they appreciate your views, your likes, your comments, but they're getting so many that one comment, one like, it's in a sea of likes and comments. And so to me, when you're engaging with a smaller creator who has like under 1,000 views on a video, or maybe even just a few hundred views on a video, it's like that like that you give to them or that comment, no matter how brief or long it is, it will go noticed by that content creator and they will appreciate it. It may even make their day. Like literally, that might be the best part of their day, is that you left them a comment on their video. And I think that's so cool. I think it's like your engagement with their content is way more meaningful to them individually than when you interact with a larger, you know, creator. And you can kind of help push them along in their path. And that's hard to beat, especially if you're someone who likes to engage with the creator themselves. They're going to be more likely to do that if they don't have a million comments coming in. So, and I mean, I can speak to that from personal experience. My channel's never been a big channel. It's always been a small channel, probably always will be. But what's cool about that is I can interact with every single person who writes a comment. Unless they're really mean, and then I'll just ignore them. But if they're being nice, or if they're being helpful, then yeah, it's like I get a chance to have maybe even more of a relationship with the people who watch my content. And if it was a really large channel, it just wouldn't be feasible. You know, it's not like large creators don't want to do that. It's just that it's not feasible time-wise to respond to every single comment you get if you're getting hundreds or thousands of comments on a video. So I think that's another big component of it as well. So, you know, again, it's having an ad-free experience, or at least not seeing sponsorship stuff in the content. If you have YouTube Premium, then it's potentially a true, pure ad-free experience. But it's also, and maybe more importantly, getting exposed to new ideas and new ways of sharing existing ideas, and then also supporting smaller creators to whom your support will be vastly more meaningful, which I think is really, really cool. So that's why I've been doing it. YouTube doesn't make it easy, but I purposely look for creators who have, 5 or less thousand subscribers, videos where as I'm looking through all the videos being recommended or suggested, I'll see ones that have less than 1,000 views, and I'll always click onto that. And I'll always give those newer creators a shot. And then I think the other big thing is just then liking, commenting, subscribing, especially for those smaller creators where it does make a much bigger difference. So that's why I'm watching smaller creators. I hope that's helpful. I hope maybe it gives you guys some thoughts. And if you are also prioritizing smaller creators, let me know how you're doing that, because there may be some methods I'm unaware of that will help me better find those smaller creators. So just a few thoughts to share as I am transitioning from one apartment to another, and thought, hey, I'll just go on a walk and I'll share this content in a vlog style as opposed to how I normally do it. There's been a lot of traffic here though. I do have a dedicated microphone, so hopefully that filters a lot of this out, but if not, it'll be a learning experience on the filming side and on the audio side, and on how much I can get away with in terms of traffic noise. So anyway, appreciate you guys watching. I will share some updates on how the move is going and the new place probably in the week to come. So very excited for that. I thank you guys for your time. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more content, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell. Of course, give me a like, a comment if you're willing, and otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.